Hey, Mr. Luke, as I checked your recent diagnosis, I just found out that because of your cancer, you only have 2 weeks to live. Can't. Gosh dang it, what have I done? Alright, I have to tell his family right now. Hello, is this Mr. Luke Struck's son? Yeah, I'm sorry to inform you that I just found out that your dad just had a heart attack and cancer at the same time. What? Gosh dang it. Mr. Luke Struck's son, I'm sorry to inform you that you have broken both of your legs right now. You will never be able to walk again. What do you mean I lost my medical license? This can't be. I went to medical school for 12 years. You have any spare change? I'm a former doctor. I have a PhD. Please.
As a doctor, when you deliver bad news, the first thing you should do is understand how bad the news you're giving is. To a doctor, it might not seem like it's a big deal, but to a patient, it can seem like their whole life is changing. In the beginning of the video, Dr. Lukershuk didn't understand how bad the news he was giving to the patient was. To give bad news to a patient, you should ease them into it instead of just going straight into saying it. You should start by saying, "I'm sorry to inform you that," or something like that before you tell the patient. The next thing you should do is have a plan before you tell the patient. You should be prepared for any questions they might ask after, and you shouldn't try to keep talking to calm them down because they will most likely be in shock and not be able to comprehend anything you're saying. After that, you should also prepare for what the patient might say beforehand and be prepared for many questions, for common questions that they could ask. For example, the most likely question that a patient will ask after you inform them of bad news is, "Am I going to die?" or "How long do I have left to live?" if it's that severe. You should know how to answer this without giving any false information. You should always be honest with your patient and tell them everything how it is instead of assuring them things that aren't likely to happen. Many doctors do not know the answers to many questions the patients will ask at the time of the diagnosis, so sometimes it's best to tell them that you don't know the answer and you can wait for more information and then give them the answer when it's possible.
Hi, I'm Kevin Scholze, and I'm here to deliver a public service announcement. I'm here to tell you about how doctors should give news. Well, how they should break bad news. So, people don't always break bad news the right way, and some of the right ways I'm going to explain. So, the first one to me being that they should give empathy and, be empathetic for the patient's family, because you don't know what they're going through, and you don't know how they're going to handle all the news. Another way that they could give news in a better way, even in bad circumstances, is that they can be honest. I mean, sometimes the best way to break news is to be brutally honest, but you could say it with a good tone or like a reassuring tone, almost. It goes back to empathy too. Some more ways doctors could break bad news is that they can keep it in simple terms, like terms that normal people will understand, and not using all these big medical words that will kind of scare the family. Another thing they can do is they can let the patient's family ask questions. They can also listen to their family's questions and really try to answer them as best as they can, and as calmly and just as well as they can, and do it in the best manner that they can. And it's never easy to receive bad news or to give bad news, but there's right and wrong ways to go about doing it, and I think these are some of the right ways that they should.